Elizabeth, are there any loopholes out there that could block someone from getting coverage under underinsured coverage?
No, I think the biggest loophole is people just don't know it's there, don't know what it is, and they don't sign up for it because it's not mandatory. Now, in South Carolina, they have to offer you underinsured coverage, but if you sign something rejecting it, then you don't have it. You can't go back and try to get it after an accident to cover something that happened previously.
One issue that there is that can void you for underinsured coverage and even liability coverage is you need to be honest with your agent up front when you get your policy. I see a lot of people when their kids turn 16, underinsured and liability coverage, everything is there for you and any resident person in your household. So if I have a policy in my name, my wife can collect it, my son, my daughter. Now, once your kid becomes driving age or if they have a license, if you don't list them on that policy and then you go in and try to make an underinsured claim for that child, say that child is in a wreck with their best friend and the damages go over and you need to use your underinsured. If I haven't added that child that's over 16 with a driver's license on my policy, then they may attempt to void the policy because I haven't been directly honest on who's driving in my household. So being honest with your insurance company is really important, not just for underinsured coverage and loopholes in that degree, but for uninsured liability stacking purposes. So it is really important just to be honest.
And what about in this situation? What if I were to get in a car accident and my family was in the vehicle and they were injured as well? Could I then bring a claim on that?
If you're at fault, yes, your family can bring a claim against you. Your insurance is there to protect you for anybody that you hurt, and that includes your family.
So how does it work if I hit an animal or I go and I injure myself in a case like this?
If you're driving and you're alone in your car and you hit a deer, you're getting no money under liability. You may get MedPay or PIP to pay your medical bills off that policy. If you're driving your car and your wife is in the passenger seat and you hit a deer, if that deer jumped out in front of you and it was an unavoidable accident, you can use your MedPay and PIP, but you're not getting any money and neither is your wife because you're not negligent. If that deer jumps out and you are playing with the radio and driving too fast and hit that deer, then you're negligence. Yes, it's a deer that jumped out, act of nature, but you're negligent. Then you can present a claim for your wife. And that's how animal cases are. If it's unavoidable and you're not doing anything to contribute with negligence, then there's no way to get money. However, if you're doing anything that we can find, if you were going down to the floor to pick up a candy wrapper or whatever, then you have negligence, and I think then we can make a claim.
Brett, Elizabeth, thanks. Look, at the end of the day, it's about having the right people in your corner to fight for the right results.
This segment of QC Life was sponsored by Stewart Law Offices.